He's trying to hold back the dancing for the YouTube watchers. He's trying. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dominic Doherty and Drew, a.k.a. Funky Fazy.
And we are your local guys.
Word on the street there, Funky Fazy, is that some of your dance moves have caused you a little bit of injury here at the end of the 2025.
So if any of my ex-players are listening or watching, I always joke that, there's hurt and there's injured. And I'm injured now. I'm not just hurt. I'm actually injured.
There must be a bone sticking out. Then that's what my son would say. There's a bone sticking out. That's how we defined injured.
That's an injury. Is when if there's not bones sticking through skin, then you're just hurt.
No, that is because it's 2025, almost 2026. That is not the case. Really, it would just what we would say. Obviously, we would address all injuries with the utmost concern.
Absolutely.
And yes, then that's the truth. I'm not just saying that to cover my butt. We definitely were there,
we
making
took
sure
care
everybody
of
was
our
safe.
guys for sure.
We did, but unlike you, who doesn't take care of himself, finally though, you did do that. So I'm happy because when I saw you the other day on Sunday when we were eating those delicious cheesesteaks from Bakery at 1010, you were worse for wear. I'll say that.
I was struggling.
Well, but seriously though, before we get into today's topic, how good are those cheesesteaks?
They're pretty doggone good, Dom. They are pretty doggone good. And thank you again.
Listen,
that was
honestly,
2 meals for me. I only ate half. I ate the other half for dinner.
You didn't share that with your family?
I
didn't share any with my family either, so don't worry about it.
This is me. That's not my wife.
We can't see it. What's it say?
Non-vegan. It's a hat that says non-vegan on it.
Non-vegan. Oh, well.
Yeah, my wife is a vegetarian.
Well, she's missing out.
My son went out that night.
You blew it.
Yeah, blew it is right.
But, yeah, well, honestly, I don't even like to talk about it because, you show up at 11:15 and there's a line out the door.
Crazy.
I mean, 12:15. 12:15.
Yeah, but that's right. That's right.
No, I can't knock it. They're doing a good thing there, and it's all good stuff.
Yeah.
But just one of the perks of 2025 here at the end of the season was them starting to do cheesesteaks on Sundays. So
it's Sundays only and only during the off season, right?
Correct. Sundays only and only during the off season. Although I am going to offer my backyard to the cheesesteak chef for the summer, so you might have some underground cheesesteaks coming out of my backyard in the summertime.
I'm not afraid of underground cheesesteaks.
In Ocean City, right? We'll have a
cheesesteak speakeasy.
Yes, right. A cheesesteak speakeasy. I think that's you got to have a secret knock and all that other fun stuff. So definitely worth the investment. So, or the risk. The risk will be worth the reward. Will be far worth the risk, and he could just pay me rent and cheesesteaks.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it's the last day of 2025, and when I put this out, it's the day before the last day of 2025 that we're recording. I saw Drew's head burning over there, so I wanted to clarify that for him.
Did I leave another day?
Right, dude. I'll tell you what, man. The one thing I learned is that from Labor Day to December 5th, that Christmas parade, this town does not have a shortage of events that whole time. It is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
But not ridiculous. It's awesome. It's great that they keep bringing people in here and they keep wanting people to come back into town and frequent the businesses and stuff. As a media company, though, damn, it was a lot. So I will be better prepared for next year. That's for sure.
And it felt like they did. I mean, I don't want to speak for the Asbury Avenue merchants, but Man, the Avenue was crowded in December.
Yeah, it was busy all the time, so that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it is. It's great.
But
It's an
yeah,
awesome downtown, and the way it was lit up, the way they light up City Hall. Um, yeah, it's a great downtown.
but that aside, 2025 was an eventful year here in Ocean City. There was no shortage of significant events here in town. So
Yes,
let's,
sir.
we can
Little
delve
recap.
into a
Let's
lot.
do a little recap.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think we have to start out with the with 600 Boardwalk. Uh, that debate dominated the news in 2025, right?
If you're not watching this on YouTube, I'm makeshift hanging myself
Yeah,
right now.
it dominated the news, and we don't have to go over it. Everybody knows where we are with this thing, but you have to. Yeah, there's no question that dominated news. But we had lots of other stuff. So let's start with in
Well, let's
the
just real quick. 2025, August 1st, August City Council vote, 7-1 or 6-1 no go. December,
that was to not on the project,
not on the
but
project.
whether that property would
Should
go to
go to
the
the planning
planning
board.
board to see if it would be, in their opinion, in need of status of in need of rehabilitation. Went down in flames, 6-1.
Rose like a phoenix from the ashes in December and gets past 4-3.
Yes.
So
At the Music Pier, the city council meeting was moved from City Hall to the library to
so
the
the
Music Pier in anticipation of the one of the biggest crowds I've ever seen at a city council meeting. And Music Pier
86
was
86 public comments. Some people sign up for public comment or
and
some.
probably three times that many did not speak.
Yeah, it was
I
it
mean,
was
the Music
packed.
Pier was standing room only. Um, and as you say, so that passed 4-3. So city council is sending that property to the planning board for review. It's already on their agenda for January 6th or 7th. And people are already talking about going out to that planning board meeting, which,
Is again at the Music Pier. So
yeah, I don't know why you would go to that meeting.
it's already been said they're not going to make a decision there. They're just going to talk about it. So I guess it's
Right.
more for people to just tell the people at the planning board that, hey, don't do this. But whatever.
And it's not based on opinion. It's based on criteria and data. So
And
it's
again,
not
ready?
nobody's going to sway anybody. But be that as it may, that's where it sits. The planning board at some point in early 2026 will make that determination if they uh, determine that that property is qualifies to be in need of rehabilitation. It'll go back to city council. They can approve or disapprove it. And if they approve it, then the conversation begins with the developer and they negotiate what will be the end product on that property. So there's a long way to go still.
One last thing though, too, is that when it did come back, when it rose like a phoenix from the ashes, uh, it did so with the overwhelming support of the business community here in town. All the major organizations in town, came together, united, and stood solidly behind moving the project forward as it currently stands, as it's currently stated. Let me say it, as it is currently proposed. That's what.
Yes.
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 So anyway, enough about that. I'm coming back. I'm putting my feet back on the stool, Drew, and I'm unloosening the news here.
Okay. So we'll move on from that. So let's talk about sports and recreation.
What else will we talk about? That's the first
Yeah,
thing. What else will we talk about?
yeah. So the Ocean City Girls High School lacrosse team won their fourth straight Cal title. The boys team won their uh, sixth straight Cal title. The Ocean City Girls The Ocean City girls high school cross country team won the Group 3 state championship. So good on the cross country girls.
And shout out to the boys. The boys got second in that meet.
Second in the state. They
Yeah.
did win the South Jersey title, the Group 3
Yep.
South Jersey title. The Ocean City girls 4x800 relay team repeated as state champs 2 years in a row. So that was big. The Ocean City girls volleyball team won the Cal championship in only their third year of existence. We've only had a girls volleyball team for 3 years.
Oh, the girls, got to go back to that girls 4x8 team. Not only did they win the state championship, again, they also won the Meet of Champions, which is where you beat all the other teams in the state. And they did so in BTA fashion, if you know what that means.
Yeah.
So much so that one of the parents told me that after they BTA'd the field, they actually drug tested them because they beat them so bad.
No kidding.
Yeah. So shout out to those ladies.
And they were found guilty of drinking pickle juice.
Right. They no guilty, and two of those young ladies are now having successful college careers. So good for them.
Yeah. Finally, with the high school this past season, Ocean City boys basketball head coach John Bruno earned his 500th victory. So that's a pretty big milestone.
Did you mention they won the South Jersey Group 3 championship as well too?
I didn't mention that.
They did do that. They won the South Jersey with Ben McGonigal, the man. Unfortunately, not only that, you had first new head football coach in a hot minute here in Ocean City, Kevin Smith. Longtime head coach, built the program, retired from teaching, stepped down, handed the reins over to his longtime coordinator, Sean Matthews. So, Sean Matthews continued the success. They went on to make the playoffs for, I think it's like the 8th or 9th straight year in a row. Something
9th or 10th, I think, actually. I think it might have been the 10th year. I think Kevin had them 9 straight years, and then Sean made it 10 this year.
Yeah. So, again, Ocean City Athletics continues to,
excel
for the small little town they have. Sorry, my daughter's texting me. She's out and about in the world.
So finally at the high school, Cary Stadium got a new scoreboard. The city spent a little more than $100,000 for a digital scoreboard. And I think the old scoreboard is scoreboard. I'm struggling tonight, Dom. The old scoreboard is going in the Smithsonian.
I was going to say that or a dumpster.
That was an old scoreboard up there, but the new one's very nice. I think you were expecting twice the size, right? But it is nice.
It's a huge upgrade to what we got. So
huge upgrade. Yep.
We'll take that.
Now, on the rec side, we have the 34th Street Playground is getting a $6.5 million dramatic makeover. It's not just the playground. I shouldn't have said that. It's that whole block, that whole recreation destination block is getting a makeover. And part of that $6.5 million price tag includes a $2.5 million grant from the county.
Cool.
Yep. This year, Ocean City got a brand new outdoor fitness park in the Cary Stadium area, the area between the track and the
parking lot. Yeah, right next to the shuffleboard courts there. It's a pretty nice little facility.
It is a very nice facility, and it's free and open year round and accessible to everybody.
Yep, it's good times.
I think I had one more thing, didn't I?
I
No,
don't
I
know.
think that's it.
I'm not
That
allowed to
was it.
Google, so
That's right.
can't really
No, I
tell
think
you.
that was it. That was it. On the
Um,
sports and recreation side.
um, yeah, that looks like to be about it. So,
So we'll move on to city news. Um, First, I think uh, maybe not most importantly, but pretty important is the boardwalk is undergoing a $4.2 million reconstruction at the north end. And that's from, Dom, help me out, from 5th
to second,
to 2nd. Thank you.
it stops right where the hardwood that is still immaculate after 30 years.
The Ipe, yes.
It stops right there, and it goes the other way. I was down there today. If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, the crew is now working from 2nd Street back towards Park Place. The decking is all down from 5th Street to just about Park Place. It looks like the ramp at 4th Street's connected to the decking as well too. So despite the frigid conditions, they're making good progress on that. I do believe it's scheduled to be done by Easter weekend. So at the pace they're going, it looks like they're definitely on pace to make that. So
Yep.
and there's not a lot of them. There's less than 10 guys out there every day, and they're just plugging along. So yeah.
The city also is nearing completion on a $6 million police substation on 8th Street, just behind the boardwalk. So that's very close. It's a beautiful building. They did a great job, and they did that pretty quickly too.
Yeah, that one looks nice. I just go past it most mornings. It's getting close.
Yeah. On a couple of negative items, Ocean City was hit by 2 heavy storms in the fall, and the beaches were just chewed up. And the city has asked for emergency replenishment funding, and I believe they have some replenishment scheduled. I don't think it's finalized in terms of funding and permits, but I believe it is scheduled.
I've heard that they're still waiting for Murphy and Mikey to sign off on it and send it down to get the federal funding.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on there. I do know that they've been slowly repairing the dunes with sand from the north end. After the new year, I'll have to go down there and check it out. If you go down off I believe it's Morningside is what people call it. And there's a giant machine. It looks like I don't even know what it looks like, but clearly they're using it to pump sand to the dump trucks and bring them down into that 8th, 9th Street area, 8th through 10th Street area.
Down by the Longport Bridge as well. They're taking sand.
They're taking sand down there too.
Yeah.
I know that as the 1st Street Bridge, Drew. That was another thing I learned this year in 2025. That's not the 1st Street Bridge. It's apparently the Longport Bridge, even though it goes to Egg Harbor Township. It's the Longport Bridge.
I have faith that the beaches will be in good shape this summer.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, our buddy Ken over at the Chatter published a picture of Ocean City in 1986 of 8th Street in that area, and it's literally at high tide, and people are sitting up against the boardwalk. Yeah, because there's absolutely no beach. Sorry, my computer's about to die. I gotta plug it in.
And 86 was the fall storm. Was it Hurricane Gloria?
I think so.
I think it was Gloria, and OC got rocked by Gloria.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a good picture. Ken's always good for putting up pretty awesome old photos like that. And I was like, oh, look at this. Like everyone's complaining about the beaches being no beaches. I'm like, here are people back then still coming down, still hanging out, and you're practically sitting under the boardwalk.
Well,
I mean, I remember that
I
down in the
went
20s and stuff like that, sitting under the boardwalk or sitting on behind the boardwalk. Like, you know,
when I was a kid, we used to dive off the boardwalk into the ocean at Fifth Street.
don't do that now. People, please do not do that now. Do not try that at home.
So moving on, another negative story that hit Ocean City was hidden cameras were found in public restrooms on the boardwalk. I'm not sure if they were in the women's rooms or the family rooms. Do you recall, Dom?
I believe they were in the women's room.
Women's. And a Philadelphia man, the Ocean City PD, man, they tracked him down pretty quickly too, and made the arrest of a Philadelphia man. I'm not sure he's gone to court or been convicted or sentenced yet, but he was arrested, and he was arrested quickly. So great job.
Yeah, he was.
PD. Let's see. The bridges, the shore toll bridges. So that would be the First Street Bridge. Just kidding. The Longport Bridge and the bridge into Strathmere are have gone cashless. So it's Easy Pass, or they'll take a picture of your license and send you the bill.
And there's and how that works though is there's a $5 administrative fee for the first time you go through each month, and then so the first time you go through each month it's $7.50, and then anytime after that for the next month it's $2.50.
Yeah, ouch.
Yeah, I still drive around every day. Literally, I would spend almost $50 a month on that toll.
Right.
Even if I went through normally, like, yeah. So,
but next up, as we all know, McDonald's in Ocean City has closed its doors for good. On December 14th, they closed their doors, so no more Mickey D's in OC.
Nope, and it's probably not coming back as Mickey D's.
No, probably not.
Our friends at OCNJhomes.com estimate that property north of $8 million, and McDonald's Real Estate Corporation bought it in 2014 for $2 million.
Wow.
So I think they're getting around 10. So you're looking at an $8 million profit right there.
Yeah, that's a big property. That's 3/4 I would estimate of that block from the alley to West Avenue.
Yeah,
it's a big property.
It is. I was down there lurking around while they were taking down the signs and stuff, and I was talking to one of the gentlemen that does work for that particular franchisee, and he said that the building was just in need of such an overhaul that if they were to upgrade the building, the charge in rent, the increase in rent would have priced the franchisee right out. He wouldn't have been able to. He basically would have been operating the McDonald's in good faith for everyone.
I think he should have done that. Just to keep the fries in town.
Yeah, just to keep the golden arches. You should definitely lose thousands of dollars a year, just for nostalgia. But no,
that's a theme I recognize, Tom.
I don't know where that one comes from.
I don't know where that came from. Where it's not jogging my memory, but that theme of keeping something open for nostalgia, even though it's not making money. I somewhere. Anyway, we'll move on. We had an election, a local election in November in Ocean City. It was a school board. Ocean City voters reelected school board president Sean Barnes. He ran on a slate with two other people who were also elected, Jennifer Dwyer and Jennifer Coley Black. They ran against another slate of 3 Two were incumbents, Catherine Panico and Liz Nicoletti, and one was a former uh, school board member who lost in a prior election, tried again. That would be Robin Schaefer, and he lost. Barnes was the highest vote getter of the six, and Robin Schaefer was the lowest vote getter of the six. So Barnes, Dwyer, and Coley Black are on the school board now. Good news. Ocean City Chamber awarded Wes Kasmark, president of the Boardwalk Merchants Association, as the 2025 Citizen of the Year. Congrats to Wes. Well deserved.
Yes,
What else?
he definitely brought together the business community there in December to get things going.
Yes, he did. And
What
he
else?
gave a great acceptance speech. It was really, really awesome and heartfelt and really nice.
Lots of anniversaries business wise in town this year too. 2025. A lot of people celebrated milestone anniversaries, so that was pretty cool. Um, what was it? Boyers was 100 years in business.
No, that was actually last year, Dom. That was
Oh,
2024. They were 100 years.
well, someone gave me some bad news there because I'm pretty sure that's on our list.
No, not for, it's on our list, but Boyers Market celebrated its 100th year in 2024.
Oh, that's my
But in
bad reading. That's my bad
2025,
reading.
they closed their 55th Street location and placed their Asbury Avenue location up for sale.
Well, maybe if I've read the whole thing, that would be better.
That ADHD kicking in again, buddy.
It's more just the running out of time.
Yeah, I haven't heard that they have sold. They were open or are open through New Year's, I believe, and as always, they'll close down and open up. I forget, April, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Take a couple months off.
Another good cheesesteak spot.
Yes, sir.
What else? Who else? My personal favorite, Pizza on the Boardwalk Preps, celebrated 60 years, which was a pretty big milestone. Also up on the boardwalk, you had Jilly's French Fries celebrate 25 years in business. You had Dell's Grill at like 55 years in business. You had the Promenade at 40 years in business. So, for all the change and over and everything that's going on the boardwalk, you definitely have some mainstays that have been there for multiple generations at this point. So,
You Jilly's French Fry and Jilly's T-shirt factory. They're 25 years.
yeah.
Jilly's Ice Cream is 40 years. Jilly's Arcade is 50 years.
Wow.
So yeah, they've been up there for a while.
Yep. And then on the avenue, you had the Spotted Whale. What was the other one? Soul.
Hearth and Soul.
And
Island Gypsy.
I know, 10 years. 10 years. I still can't believe Island Gypsy's been there for 10 years. It feels like it's been there for 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
But it's been 10. And you also had some pretty cool new additions to the avenue this year.
Yes.
You had Lululemon, which opened to, huge fanfare line around the door. And, still pumping, still going strong. You had Staten's open a kids store on Asbury, on 9th and 10th in Asbury. So that was pretty cool. You had the Garb Collective that opened this year, I'm pretty sure too. Correct? That's like
March, Dom. Remember the date?
Yeah. Oh, because it was the same day they opened Bowfish.
Yeah, March 24th, I think it was.
Yeah. So that's a pretty cool new shop that opened. You had a lot of new stuff open in that area.
Yeah.
You had Coastal Design Studio. That's a little art studio off 8th and Asbury. They opened this year. So you got legacies and you got new stuff happening. So
yeah.
all is good. All is good.
Let's and the final. Oh no, I have two things. So we have the pageant week in July. We have a new Little Miss Ocean City. That's Harper Juleg. We have a new Junior Miss Ocean City. That's Ariana D'Antonio, and a new Miss Ocean City. That's Antonella D'Antonio. So congrats to those young ladies representing Ocean City at every event imaginable, right, Tom? And they are
Yeah, I
all
know.
over the place. Yeah,
I see
that's a
them.
commitment.
I see them all the time.
Yeah.
They're always
And,
there.
and finally, in kind of city news, um, President Donald Trump signed an executive order this in 2025, virtually killing the New Jersey wind farms, which was probably the hot topic of 2024, right?
Yeah.
So they seem to be dead and gone, those windmills offshore.
We will see. We will see.
We will see. Yeah.
You never know
Yeah.
what goes on in this state. The state
Yes,
doesn't.
this is true.
State doesn't really seem to listen to the federal government. So,
or the people of the state.
Well, it depends on your views, I guess. So,
so
at least go ahead.
I was going to move on. If you want to,
yeah, I'm going to
something.
Thanks for keeping my foot out of my mouth. So I appreciate
it. So finally, city government. Let's state for a second. On December 18th, New Jersey celebrated its 238th birthday as a state. New Jersey
third state in the union.
Yeah, ratified the Constitution on December 18th, 1787 as the third state. Yeah. So that's a state thing. Local stuff. Let's say Ocean City implemented this year a 3% occupancy tax for online vacation booking services like Airbnb and what's the other one? There's several. VRBO. Yes, there's a 3% added tax on those bookings. Second Ward residents thwarted a zoning change to allow a doggy hotel this year. That was a hot topic for a while.
That was a good 2 weeks of dog mayhem.
Yeah, dog mayhem. Yes.
That would have been right around the corner for me.
Yeah, you would have heard those dogs barking 24/7, Dom. Yeah. And I'm a dog person, but I certainly wouldn't want a doggy hotel close to my house. What else? The planning board recommended to the city council that a former hotel/condo building at 34th and Bay, the Sea Spray, be deemed an area in need of rehabilitation. If you recall, that hotel was shut down more than a year ago, I believe.
Yeah,
because it was in really bad structural condition and beyond repair by those condo owners. So it was sold, and a new developer has presented a plan for upscale condominiums on top of retail space at 34th and it's actually 34th and Bay. On that northeast corner. So that's going to be visually anyway, that's going to be a heck of an upgrade. That the Sea Spray was in really bad shape. It's just an eyesore on that corner. So
yeah, we will see.
And finally, unless you have something to add, so the city this year was forced to pay an additional 7.2 million. I shouldn't say forced. The city was made to pay $7.2 million for the Palmer lots. So that was the remainder of that city block, along with the Klaus property, that the city was made to pay 20 million or 20 plus the Klaus
Clause.
family. Clause. So the city now has paid the property owners, owns the property outright, and they are spending roughly $1 million for temporary improvements to the lot, to the block, really, and before deciding on a long-term plan. So all in, we're going to be into that thing for just under $30 million.
Well, we'll go from there. So
We'll go from there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's an expensive piece of land. So, but you got to look at the sunk cost fallacy behind it. You spend all this money, doesn't mean you shouldn't dump more into it to get something better out of it.
They had to. Yeah, it was half a dirt lot. You know, they had to. I'm not complaining about the $1 million. Anyway, that's all I have, Dom. That was the big bullet point items of 2025. If we missed anybody on the sports and rec shout out, I apologize. Nothing was missed intentionally. If there was any piece of news that anyone thought should have been on our list in 2025 and was not, apologize. We've already gone.
Feel free to leave us a comment.
Long here.
Yeah, feel free to leave us a comment. Let us know. Always happy to give you a shout out next time we come on and
admit mistakes, right?
Yeah, that's what you got to do once in a while.
Yeah. I remember when we did the episode on the trains that ran in Ocean City. We were corrected. I forget who that was now. I recognize the name. I'm not sure I know him personally, but I recognize the name. And he corrected us that there was a train, in fact, that ran. It was an electric train that came in from offshore to 8th Street and to the boardwalk and then turned around and went back out. I did not have that on my list, and he corrected us, and happy to be corrected. Try to be accurate.
Yeah, no, I think I think that's good. We're always happy to be held accountable to our opinions. Let's put it that way. Let's call them that.
Yeah. Just be nice about it. That's all.
Yeah. So, well, everyone, we wish you a safe, happy, and healthy New Year, and we will see you all in 2026.
Yes. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope everyone has a great year, and there's less chaos and hatred in the world for everybody.
Amen. Peace. Stay off that bad knee there, Funky Fazy.
I'm trying, but you know me. I'm not a sitter.